My name is Morgan. I'm a registered dietitian, full-time working mom to 2 toddlers, and I found Lindsey's program, Your Relationship Win, at a really critical point in my marriage. After becoming parents, my husband and I had fallen into the roles of caretakers, and our relationship really started to deteriorate and became really strained. It got to the point where we would fight and things would just escalate and get so heated that we would just end up shutting down and nothing would get resolved. And this continued to cycle and continued to get worse and more frequent, to the point where my husband had a bag packed by the door. And I was at the point where I was so afraid that if we had one more fight, that bag was going in the car, and I didn't know if he'd come back. So I was searching for help. I had seen traditional therapists before, and they all gave the same advice. Just talk to him, just talk to your husband, tell him how you feel, communicate with him. And it was so frustrating because that was the problem. I just didn't know how to communicate with him. It seemed like everything I tried just seemed to make things worse. So I fell into a habit of not saying anything and bottling everything up and just trying to let everything slide off my back. And, you can only do that for so long until, things just kind of boil over. So I was really desperate to save my marriage. And I came across Lindsey's website, and we did our discovery call. I was so scared. I felt ashamed to be where I was in my marriage, but Lindsey was so welcoming and warm, and she didn't judge me. She was so understanding and so compassionate to my situation. So I just knew I had to try her program. Like I said, I was at a very desperate point. So soon after starting Your Relationship Win, we actually had a very traumatic death in our family. And I don't know if my marriage would have survived that if I hadn't had Lindsey's support. We had just gotten to a point where we couldn't really support each other, and I was able to support my husband through this traumatic loss because of the support that Lindsey gave me. So I am just forever grateful that I found her when I did, because like I said, I don't know if our marriage would have survived those events. But after going through Your Relationship Win program, our relationship is the best it's been in 10 years. And I feel very confident that we're going to make it, that my little girls will get to grow up with their parents, happily married for their whole lives, which I know is such a precious gift that we can give them, and that we can use the tools that we learned to help them learn how to communicate and build their relationships so they aren't having the same frustrations that we did. This program not only saved my marriage, it helped me better my relationships with my parents, which had always been tricky, and most importantly, it really saved the relationship I had with myself. So now that we're thriving instead of just surviving, now Lindsey's helping me achieve my dream of owning my own business. So I just really can't imagine my life without Lindsey and her program and her support and guidance. I can without a doubt say that investing in Lindsey's program has been the best investment I've made in my entire life. I really cannot put into words how dramatically she has improved my life and given me tools that I will be able to use for a lifetime. So thank you, Lindsey. Your program is amazing, and it's changing people's lives, and I just am forever thankful to have been a part of it.